Chapter 16. To humans belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answers of the tongue. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for day of disaster. The Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Through love and perseverance, sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, He causes their enemies to make peace with them. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. The lips of a king speak as an oracle, and his mouth does not betray justice. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are of his making. Kings detest wrongdoing, for throne is established through righteousness. Kings take pleasures in honest beliefs, the value the one who speaks what is right. A king's wrath is a messenger of death, but the wise will appease it. When a king's face brightens, it means life. His paper is like a rain thrown in spring. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. The highway of the upright avoids evil. Those who guard their ways preserve their lives. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Better to be whole lowly in spirit along with the oppressed, than to share plunder with the proud. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. The wise in heart are called discerning, and gracious word promote instruction. Prudence is a fountain of life to the prudent, but folly brings punishment to fools. The heart of the wise make their mouths prudent, and their lips promote instruction. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The appetite of laborers works for them. Their hunger drives them on. Scoundrels plus evil, and on their lips it is like a scorching fire. A preserved person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. A violent person insults their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. Whoever winks with their eyes is flattering prosperity. Whoever pursues their lips is bent on evil. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness. Better a patient person than a warrior, on one with self-control than one who takes a city. The last lot is cast into the lamp, but each every decision is from the Lord. Chapter 17. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A prudent servant will rule over a disgraceful son and will share the inheritance as one of the family. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord detests the heart. A wicked person listens to deceitful lips, a liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. Whoever mocks the poor shows contempt for their maker. Whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Children are crowned to the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent lips are unsuited to a garnish pool. How much words lying lips to a ruler. A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it. They think success will come at every turn. Whoever fosters love covers of an offense, but whoever repeats the matter separates close friends. A rebuke impresses a discerning person more than 100 lashes a fool. Every word fosters rebellion against God. The messenger of death will be sent against them. Better to meet a bear loaded of cups than a fool bent on folly. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so throughout the matter before dispute breaks out. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent, the Lord detests them both. Why should fools have money in hand to buy wisdom when they are not able to understand it? A friend loves at all time, and a brother is born for time of adversity. One who has no sense shakes hand in praise and puts a secret for neighbor. Whoever loves a quarrel loves sin. Whoever builds a high gate invites destruction. One whose heart is corrupt does not prosper. The one whose tongue is free falls into trouble. To have a fool for a child brings grief. There is no joy for the parent of kindness poor. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crusted spirit dries up to the bones. The wicked accept bribes in secret to prevent the curse of justice. A discerning person keeps wisdom in view, but a fool's eyes wander to the end of the earth. A foolish son brings grief to his father and bitterness to the mother who bore him. If imposing a fine on the innocent is not good, surely to flog honest officials is not right. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even tempered. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Chapter 18. An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sounds judgment starts quarrel. Fools find no pleasures in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. The words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a lasting stream. It is not good to be partial to the wicked, and so deprive the innocent of justice. The list of fools brings them strife, and their mouths invite beating. The mouths of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels, they go down to the inmost parts. One who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. Before downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. To a human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crusted spirit who can bear? The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise weak seek it out. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. In a lowish tea, the first to speak seem light, until someone comes forward and cross-examines, casting the last settled dispute and keeps strong opponent's part. A brother long is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. From the fruit of their mouths, a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer hastily. One who has unreliable plans soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Psalm chapter 19. Better the poor whose work is blameless than the poor whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friends of the poor person distort them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gift. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one cherishes understanding will soon favor. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. In a pitiful fool to live in luxury, how much worse for slave to rule over princess. A person's wisdom is patience. It is one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's lace is like the law of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leak loop. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on the deep, and the sheep go hungry. Whoever keeps the commandments keep their life, but whoever shows contempt for their way will die. Whoever is kind to the poor leads land to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept disciplines, and at the end you will be content among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prospers. What a person desires is unfailing love, better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, than one less contempt untouched by trouble. A sluggard buries his hand in the disease, he will not even bring it back to his mouth. Plug a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Whoever loves their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings a shame and disgrace. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stay from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beating for the backs of fools. Chapter 20. Wine is a mocker, and beer a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. A king's wrath strikes terror like the roar of a lion. Those who anger him forfeit their lives. It isn't to one's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quickly to quarrel. Sluggard to do do not close in session, so at harvest time they look but find nothing. The purpose of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Many claim to have unparalleled, but a faithful person who can find the righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. When a king sits on his throne to judge, and their children after them. When a king sits on his throne of children, he winnows um, out all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure, I am clean and without sin? Different ways and different measures, the Lord detests them both. Even small children are known by their actions, so is their conduct really pure and upright. Ears that hear and eyes that see, ears that hears and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. Do not love sleep, or you will grow poor. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. It's no good, say the buyer, then goes open and boasts about the purchase. God there is, and love is in abundance, but lips that speaks knowledge uh, a rare jewel. Take the garment of one who puts up secret for stranger. Hold it in praise if it is done for an outsider. Food gained by proud tasted sweet, but one angel with a mouth full of gravel. Plans are established by seeking advice, so if you is one, obtain guidance. A gossip betrays a competence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. If someone calls their fathers or mother their lamb, it will be stopped out in pitchy darkness. An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed at the end. Do not say, I'll pay you back for the warning. Uh, a person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? It is a trap to dedicate something rashly and only later to consider one's vows. A wise king winnows out the wicked. He drives the threshing heel over them. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that shed light on one's inmost being. Love and faithfulness keep a king safe. Through love, his throne is made secure. The glory of young men is their strength. Gray hair is the splendor of the earth. Blows and wounds scrub away evil, and the beating pures the inmost being. Chapter 20. In the Lord's hands, the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels toward all who praises him. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the proud spirit of the wicked produce sin. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as sure as haste leads to property. A potion made by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a deadly snare. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right. The way of the guilty is devised, but the wicked of devise refuses to do what is right. The way of the guilty is devised, but the conduct of the innocent is upright. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. The wicked crave evil; their neighbors gain no more from them. When the mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom. Though by paying attention to the wise, they get knowledge. The righteous one takes note of the house of the wicked and brings the wicked to ruin. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out, not be answered. A gift given in secret soothes anger, and a bribe concerned in the crowd precipice great rest. When justice is done, it brings joy to the uh, a gift given in a secret soothes anger, and a bribe concealed in the crowd pacifies great rest. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to evildoers. Whoever strays from the path of prudence comes to rest in the company of the dead. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the compelling love. Ah. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. The wise store of choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. The proud and arrogant person, mock is his name, behave with insolent fury. The craving of a sluggard will be the death of him, because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give. The secrets of the wicked is detestable, how much more souls and blood. A false witness will but a careful listener will testify successfully. The wicked put up a bold front, but the upright give throat to their ways. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. Chapter 22. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Rich and poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. How humility is the fear of the Lord. Its ways are riches. His ways are riches and honor and life. In the path of the wicked are snares and proper, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Start the children of but those who would preserve their lives stay far from them. Start the children of the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. The rich rob the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. Whoever sows injustice reaps calamity, and the road they wield in fury will be broken. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. Drive out the mock, and out goes strife, quarrel, and insults are ended. One who loves a pure heart and who speaks with grace will have the king for a friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watches over knowledge, but he frustrated the words of the to the unfaithful. The sluggard says, "There is a lion outside, I'll be killed in the public square." The mouth of an adulterous woman is a deep pit. A man who is under the Lord's wrath is forced into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far away. One who oppresses the poor to increase his rest, and the one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. Such the saying of the wise, saying, pay attention and turn your ear to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach. For it is pleasing when you keep them in your heart, and have all of them read on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I teach you today, even you. Have I not written 30 saying for you, saying to offer counsel and knowledge, teaching you to be honest and to speak the truth, so that you bring back truthful report to those you live so. Saying too, do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court. For the Lord will take up their case and will exact life for life. Saying 3. Do not make plans with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Saying 4. Do not be one who shakes hands in a place or put up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you. Saying 5. Do not move on ancient boundary stones set up by your ancestors. Saying 6. Do you see someone's kid in their work? They will serve before king. They will not serve before officials of his low ranks. Saying 7, chapter 23. When you sit to dine with a ruler, note well what is before you, and put a knife to your throat. If you are given to gluttony, do not crave its delicacies, for their food is deceptive. Saying 8. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance and riches, and they are gone. For they will surely sprout wings and fly up to the sky like an eagle. Saying 9. Do not eat the food of beg, lording host. Do not crave his delicacies. For he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliment. Saying 10. Do not speak to fools, for they will scorn your prudent words. Saying 11. Do not move on ancient boundary stone or encroach on the pillars of the fatherless. For their defender is strong, he will take up their case against you. Saying 12. Apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to word of knowledge. Saying 13. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the Lord, they will not die. Punish them with the Lord and save them from death. Saying 14. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. When my inmost being will rejoice when your lips speaks what is right. Saying 15. Do not let your heart ambitions nurse, but always be jealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Saying 16. Listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine, or gorge themselves on meat. For drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsings close them in leg. Saying 17. Listen to your father who gave your pure life, and do not despise your mother when he says it. But the truth, and do not share it with of instruction and insight as well. The father of a righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and mother rejoice. May he who gave you birth be joyful. Saying 18. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes delight in my ways. For an adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit, she lies in wait and multiples the unfaithful among them. Saying 19, who has woe, who has sorrow, who has strife, who has complaint, who has needless blows, who has blood shed at those who linger over wine, who go to sample bowls of mixed wine. Do not gaze at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly in the end it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. Your eyes will see strange sight, and your mind will imagine confusing things. You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the ringing. They hit me. You will say, but I'm not hot. They beat me, but I don't feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? Saying 20, chapter 24. Do not envy the wicked, do not desire their company, for their hearts plus violence and their lips talk about making trouble. Saying 21. By wisdom of house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge it is each room are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Saying 22. The wise prevail through great power, and those who have knowledge muster and strength. Surely you need guidance to wage war, and victory is won through many advisors. Saying 23. Wisdom is too high for fools in the assembly at the gate, they must not open their mouths. Saying 24. Whoever plots evil will be known as a schemer. The schemer of folly are sin, and people detest the mocker. Saying 25. If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those staggering toward slaughter. If you say, but we knew nothing about this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? Saying 26. Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is a sweet you taste. No, also the wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope to you, and your hope will not be cut off. Saying 27. Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For through the righteousness for 7 times they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity starts. Saying 28. Do not close when your enemies pass, when the stumble, do not let your heart rejoice. Or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them. Saying 29. Do not fret because of evildoers, or be ambitious of the wicked, for the evildoers has no future, and the lamp of the wicked will be sharpened out. Saying 30. Fear the Lord and the King, my son, and do not join with the rebellious official, for those who will send sudden destruction on them, and who knows what calamities they can bring. Future sayings of the wise. These also are sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judging is not good. Whoever says to the guilty, you are innocent, but will be cursed by peoples and then denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and the riches bring blessing will come on them. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. Put your outer work in order, and can your fields lead after that build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without cause. Would you use your lips to mislead? Do not say, I will do them as they have done to me. I will pay them back for what they did. I went past the field of sluggard, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Sloan had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed, and I learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands of rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. Amen.